Fucking yeah. Yo, 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 yobbity, yobbity, yo. Ah. Squirty. Squirty. Yeah. Squirty, is she really still in the pouch?
You want me to put this on the chair?
Okay. Squirty. Just pouch it up. Ow.
I'm sorry.
She looks like a Leia. She's starting to look more like a Leia.
Yeah,
Before she looked like a little Skritz potato, but now she actually looks like a Leia.
I was gonna say, the other day I was thinking that same thing, except I thought she really looks like Leia. She doesn't look like a Charlotte. She doesn't look like any of the other names we had. But
Leia is a good name for like a mostly white with a speck of
yeah,
ethnicity in her.
I noticed too.
Ethnicness.
It's kind of her and you are kind of similar because your first two letters of your name match your last name, or first three, and then her last two letters match the end of her last name.
LRG.
Yeah, LRG and
Large.
Large
Baby.
But I mean, Leia, there's IA at the end, and Garcia, IA at the end. And for you, it's GAR and GAR. You know what I'm saying?
No,
You don't understand?
not really.
It's similar to you, like you guys match. Gar, Gar, JR.
And how does she match?
Her ending is IA.
Leia Garcia.
Yeah.
Oh, we're reversed.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of cool?
I get it now. Oh.
And me and her have matching middle names.
Today, Brando was asking her dad to help him with a programming question or he runs like a bunch of different stores for his work, you know, like through one software. But he has a problem where he can't change the name like easily, so he has to whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, so I hit up my friend Jabril who does computer programming, and I'm trying to get him in a group chat so we can scale and figure out how to develop a better program or system. I don't know. There's could be potentially a lot of money to be made.
She wants you to dab her up.
So maybe we can watch Jabril. What has he been up to? I haven't watched his channel in a minute. I thought he stopped uploading. Jabril's.
Oh, I remember because you had my phone.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I brought you fresh laundry. Just don't get that mixed up. That's your fresh laundry right there.
I wish you guys would stay with me tonight.
I wish I would too, but I get so irritated.
Is there something wrong with this?
I'm finally ready to cut my hair off. Listen, I don't know, man. I just been feeling like it's time. But let's get the most obvious question out of the way. Why the hell should you care? These are dreadlocks that I started in 2009. But even this is after many years of having long hair. I love having long hair dearly, but I think it's time for a change. Now, there are a few reasons influencing this very difficult decision. I've got tired of the upkeep. I no longer like the way it looks, which is my own fault. But I mean, just look at this mess. But most importantly, dreads just aren't as unique of a hairstyle as they used to be. Now, this is a pretty sentimental video for me because I tried recording this a few times, but every time that I go to the mirror, my emotions get the best of me and I always back out. And so I went all the way back to where this journey began to get a little emotional support. Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
So you know how I've been talking about cutting my hair for a while now?
Yes.
Okay, well, right here, right now, today, I want to cut my hair off. And I came all the way back to where it all began for emotional support.
Holy
Are
shit,
you
he looks so
willing
much like
to
his
cut
mom. I
off
never
my
actually seen his
lockers?
mom.
I absolutely am willing to cut off your lockers.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna start low.
Wait. But wait, before I do what's probably the closest thing I'll ever be able to do to a face reveal, y'all mind if I take a sip of that nostalgia juice first? When I was younger, most of my community were inspired by figures like Tupac and Michael Jordan, while I was inspired by Cloud and Goku. Let me be clear, I was a closeted weeb, but I mean, could you blame me? I turned on Adult Swim, there's a bunch of badass Japanese characters with spiky hair.
Because I can't exist more than, like, I notice now, like, I can't go about my day for more than maybe an hour without somebody telling me to cut my hair or shave my beard.
Who said it to you today?
Back in the day, dude, I had a video that got over 1 million views. I would go up to people with my hair, like being an afro, like looking silly, and I just walk up to people saying, "Get a haircut, man." And it went viral. Because I get so many comments on my YouTube videos, "Get a haircut."
It sucks because I actually like your hair there, but you don't have it anymore like that. Now you have it where I don't like it.
Yeah, but back then nobody liked that afro. Like,
I would have liked it.
everybody told me to cut it back then. I literally did a whole video saying, "Get your haircut" to people, and it went viral.
I like your hair like that back then. Now you grow it out like that.
'Cause I'm a Rastafarian soldier.
I turned on my game console, there's a bunch of badass Japanese characters with spiky hair. I go put
Huh?
How come you don't want your hair to be like that again?
It's not that it's because I like how my hair is now. What do you mean?
You actually like it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna have it like that forever?
Nothing's forever, my dear.
play trading card games with the boys and there's a bunch of badass Japanese characters with
Huh?
You wanna go back to your normal hair one day?
I don't know.
spiky hair. There was no doubt in my mind that I wanted my hair to be as long and as spiky as possible. Those silhouettes, man. But see, here's the thing. Long hair, especially in urban communities, was a very unpopular thing for dudes. I was called nearly every homophobic slur you can possibly imagine back then. Because the expectation at that time for black people's hair was either short, afro, or bald. Well, a bald kid would have been a little weird, but you get what I'm saying. But long hair helped me feel unique and like a badass going against the grain. And in 2009, hey, Pop, it's gonna ruin my shot, huh? Fuck it, we ball. Dreads were starting to gain some
that always shaved his head bald in elementary school. He always had a bald head.
What?
There was a kid I went to school with that always had a bald head.
Cool, dude. Why are you telling me this?
popularity. I think this was largely due to the rapper Lil Wayne making them popular, but this seemed like the perfect way to get everything that I wanted. Long hair, spiky, and uncommon hairstyle, sign me up. And it might be hard to imagine today, but dreads were very unpopular. You'd mostly see this hairstyle on skater/surfer types, and things people would tell me would be, ew, dreads, they're dirty and stinky. No one will ever date or hire you with dreads. Why do you want to look homeless? And none of these are true, except maybe I do look a little homeless at times. But sometimes you just gotta hit them with that homeless chic, you know what I'm saying? I know one of you watching this knows what I'm saying. Anywho, we live in the...
Do you want to see Lil Wayne's, dude? Are you kidding me right now, bro? Lil Wayne? Look at his, dude. Look at this.
Lil Wayne, you the GOAT. Let it go. Let it go. You only have 3 dreads left. And I just want you to cut it off, Wayne. Please. Please. Lil Wayne, you the GOAT. Let it go. Let it go. You.
Does that make
Dude,
you mad?
people shit so hard on
Would you
him.
rather cut your dreads or never rap again? Ooh. Uh-oh. Cut your damn dreads. Cut them dreads.
People
Man.
hate his dreads like more
Would you
than
rather
me.
cut your dreads or never rap again?
It's like a whole thing.
Ooh.
They won't
Cut
leave
your
him
damn
alone.
Dreads. Cut them dreads.
There's so many there's so many videos about Lil Wayne's dreads, dude. I
Does
don't.
that make you mad when I yank your hair out?
It hurts.
Does? Remember when Leah pulled your hair? That hurt?
No, dude, you ripped my hair out like every 5 days now. You pull out one of them, fucker.
No, but did that hurt when you yanked your hair?
Not really, no. Not compared to you.
Remember when she yanked it? Like she actually grabbed
Wait,
it?
we have 7 people watching, but nobody chatting.
I didn't even know we were.
Guys, are you guys gonna say anything? Type 1 in the chat if you're here.
I didn't even. What if I said something bad? I didn't even know we were doing it. I thought you were.
In a very different world now. And dreads are so accepted and common now that at this point I kind of expect not only my brothers, but even my sisters to pull up rocking dreads to corporate events. And I love that. However, I've always had this cringe trait where I want to be different from the grain. I want to stand out and be unique and make my own choices. And so I think it's time for me to finally move on. There have been so many new interesting black hairstyles discovered and experimented with since I got dreads in 2009. And I want to play with some of it. Besides, it looks like my hairline might have started the Great Recession, and though Lil Wayne might have introduced me to the Great Dreads Battle of the 2010s, I refuse
Look,
to follow
he
him
just did it.
to this fight. But I will admit, I am.
You just showed what I just showed you. That's hilarious.
Experimented with since I got dreads in 2009, and I want to play with some of it. Besides, it looks like my hairline might have started the Great Recession, and though Lil Wayne might have introduced me to the Great Dreads Battle of the 2010s, I refuse to follow him into this fight. But I will admit, I am very nervous for how much cutting my hair is just going to completely change my aura. But there's no backing out now because I'm already at my mom's house and in the barber's seat. But yo, real quick, after I chop all of my hair off, I'm gonna need to add a barber into my life. And with that, I'm gonna need to become a lot more organized. Too many missed barber appointments, and I might end up looking like this again. So thank God for today's sponsor, Notion Mail. Have you heard of the email meme called Inbox Zero? It's basically when your inbox has 0 unread emails, which in this day and age is near impossible. For example, I was in San Francisco a couple years back and I tried this burger spot. It was honestly a really good burger. But question for you. Why do they send me 2 to 3 emails a week? They don't even have a spot within some 500 miles of me. And this is why Notion Mail is such a breath of fresh air, because they're giving us the tools to make Inbox Zero actually possible. My favorite feature is auto label, because sure, you can manually label emails like a commoner, or you can simply describe the type of label that you want. Then you can choose to split with an assistant that to confront my fears.
Alright, Mom, this is it. You were the one who gave me my initial dreads, and
Do you remember how old?
I was 18.
You want to say goodbye to them? You want to have a conversation?
I've already
You've already.
made my peace with it.
Yeah?
That's time.
You want to give me some love? No, yeah,
Thank you.
Damn, bro, he's hugging his mom over this like it's a
I think
big
you're going to be happy.
cutting off his dreads thing. He's like,
Over the next 20 to 30 minutes, we just cut off all my lockers. And I had to put on blindfolds because watching this was painful.
Are we almost done?
Last 2.
Unless you give me $1,000.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Get a job.
Oh my
Nice
god.
little afro.
Oh my god. I'm so afraid. Okay, here we
You
go.
want to see what I said to my grandma?
What? You know they're getting $1,000. I really love that. It's so it's like cut my hair and my nails and kiss me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Something wrong with that? She's thinking nuts. What else did you send her?
response.
that fucking video?
That's picture.
She's so fucking Mexican. He's like,
She looks Mexican there.
I know. She looked up. She's smiling.
Fritzy, dude, she fucking pounced up.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sweetie! My mom would be like, Sweetie! She likes it. Her head is.
She's starting to kind of
You
look
know
like
what my mom said to me today? She said that today, your head is huge. My mom said you need to ask the doctor what percentile her head's in.
what the fuck?
I'm like, what? And she thinks that Leia's head is like giant. Is it really that big?
Dude, the doctor, you need to tell the doctor what percentiles are head, and he's gonna look at you like you're a fucking psycho. It makes no sense.
That's a thing though.
Is it really?
Yeah, they do the
They measure the head?
Yeah.
I don't
To
know.
see what percentile the head's in.
What the fuck?
She's got a big head.
Here we go. Oh my god. Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You look great. How do you feel?
I honestly don't know yet. I mean, I feel like the same person. Oh, my hairline really
It's not
maintained.
bad, yeah. It's
Oh.
I was a little worried on it. Oh.
But cutting my hair didn't stop there because I was looking for a full reset, meaning short hair. So, are you ready for the official reveal?
What the?
Ta-da!
Oh my
So,
God.
thoughts? I do not like my hair in its current state. I honestly think that my head is a little too round for hair
What
this
the
short. I
heck?
might need to hit the weight room or something, but I'm gonna play around with it. Also, fun fact, I didn't anticipate just how cold my head would be all the time. With just the slightest breeze, I'm reaching for the hack speedy. You know I can bang on it. So, what's next? I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? I might hate short hair so much that I just grow dreads again next month. But on the grand scheme of things, who really cares? It's just hair. It's not gonna stop me from making more videos or working on coding projects and whatnot. So, that's the end of this video. Thanks to Notion Milk for sponsoring. Links are in the description.
Oh my god, I can't believe Jabril cut his dreads off, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Cannot believe that. Can't believe that, bro. It's crazy. That is crazy. Alright, back to the videos that I was watching earlier today. Off Grid. Young Gravy was on Theo's podcast 2 years ago. How am I just finding out about this
We've got
guy?
2 more dates. I was like, there's no... As these real sensations originate in the spinal cord.
So it's like you
and
don't even have the arm, but like your cells are telling you that there's some shit there and it hurts. Yeah.
it just makes me wonder, like, what our brain can really do. Like, are we mad? Because that's some wild shit.
There's a lot of wild shit, man. I swear to God. I was doing DMT earlier today, and I was like...
Today?
Today, yeah. Well, with a pen, you can just hit it, and it's kind of casual, you know? And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, like... I was looking at all my boys. I was kind of hungover. I wasn't, like, feeling perfect. And then I was like, damn, man. Like, is this good for me right now? Or is it bad for me? But my brain was just, like, focusing on so many things at once. And it's like... You know, they say you only use, like, 20% of your brain or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's been moments when I was on acid where I was, I don't know, maybe it's just me being all excited or whatever, but I was like, oh, I'm using at least another 5% right now.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
Oh,
I'm
this,
saying?
yeah.
You
When you
start
find that
feeling
extra gear, oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, God.
I once took way too much of my antidepressant on accident. I hadn't taken it in 2 weeks, and I thought I was taking like just a half of a dose, but like I grabbed the wrong one, and it was like 3 times the normal dose. But I hadn't taken it in weeks, and I like went like this weird Super Saiyan mode where I was like thinking fast as shit, and I felt like a genius, bro. I was like, but it actually was good ideas. I actually planned out a whole set for a tour, all this stuff, and my heart was racing, so like I don't think I'm gonna do it again. But I still was kind of in like Super Saiyan mode, like
Was it almost like an Adderall, or what was it?
I mean, like a super Adderall. I take Adderall every day. It was like a super crazy Adderall. Like my brain, it was like I had two brains.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's lamotrigine. If you guys take lamotrigine,
Lamotrigine?
lamotrigine. It's probably not healthy to do it, but if you ever really need some inspiration, maybe try weaning off and then busting a couple of lamotes.
Wow. I take
Lexapro.
Yeah.
Lexapro.
I'm a fucking Lexapro.
I'll take lamotrigine and Trintellix. Those are my two. It's pretty similar. But yeah,
I'm a
it's
Lexa
anxiety
Pro,
shit.
you a Lexa rookie. Wonder if that'd be a good fucking bar, you think?
Lexapro, you a Lexa rookie.
Maybe not.
Cookie.
And
Nookie.
yeah. Yeah.
Something with your book.
What, alright, so taking on this DMT, like you just hit the pen, so the pen, that thing will reorganize you though. I had a man take me one time, a man and a woman. I met them at this smoothie shop, right? It was, this dude is like a shaman or like part-time shaman. And his wife, and they took me back to their house. They had a DMT like pen. They were making them in Maui. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there. They had children and everything. They had a little bowl of cashews or something, I remember. And next thing you know, bro, I went into the damn. I was out there, baby. I fucking just slipped off.
You
into
did the blast off. You did the blast
Yeah.
off. Because if you hit it enough, it's crazy.
If you get over that hill, it's like you go over to a hill in the back of your
And
head.
it's like going down a rock bottom from SpongeBob,
Yeah.
but it's lit though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you did today?
No. I wasn't going that hard.
Okay.
See, I haven't been able to reach that without like actually smoking the physical shit. And it's all harder to get in the pens. Yeah. Today it was just chill. I was trying to introduce some of my friends to it. I was peer pressuring people into doing it.
Yeah.
I had to do it first too.
It's fun to see someone do it the first time. Because they don't believe it's going to happen. That was the thing. I couldn't believe it happened. It was like a moving truck showed up full of like stardust and fucking, it was like a LGBTQ fucking Royal Rumble and like a
Wait,
bunch of like African drums and everything, and they all showed up and fucking helped move all the furniture out of the back of my soul.
Can you elaborate a little bit on, you said LGBTQ Royal Rumble, meaning?
Oh, dude, it was like the whole rainbow was in that bitch. You know, I mean, they had colors that had never even taken their coat off.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was like it was just Roy G. Biv. You know, he was out. I mean,
so it was colorful as hell.
It was.
I thought you meant there was like tranny dicks flying and.
Oh, I'm not. I'm sure some stuff was going on in the back that I couldn't see.
Guaranteed. It was behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Every now and then, yeah, you'd hear something, dude. You'd hear something squeal. You know, and you couldn't tell the gender of it. Shit was getting weird.
You gotta be in a good mindset. Because I remember one of the first times I ever did it. It was in Montana. I was living at this commune, and I was.
Well, compared
It
to
was
the
my
stuff I
first time
like,
trying it.
like
And
if
I
you
was
watch,
in his basement,
watch
and
the videos.
the landlord was the one who was putting me on the DMT. It was the only drug. I was getting tested all the time because of my probation, and it was the only drug that doesn't show up. And he was making it in the kitchen every day, so I said, "Fuck it." And he put on this I was like, "Oh, let's put on some chill music." Like I want to hear some Mac DeMarco or something. He puts on this tribal drums and squealing and shit. And I was just like, man, I was in a weird place, bro. I was like, I had a great first trip, but it was tripping in my whole space in my head, seeing all this shit, and then I'll wake up a little bit and I hear some crazy. That's not kind of racist, isn't it? Just kind of like you know what I'm saying? Just like weird ass noises, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't even singing. It was like strings playing that type of melody and banging drums and all this shit. And I was like, man, it's just not. It's not the vibe.
'Tis the season for clean balls and body. Time to get your hair on your body tight and just dang trim it down, baby. God! Refine your wiener, refine your nipples, get the hair off your body if you want. Manscaped can help. They help you clear your driveway for safe travels this holiday season. You know what I'm talking about. Body hair. Manscaped's products are at the top of every wish list. They offer a handful of different products. Liquid formulations, shampoos, body washes, body deodorants, gels, exfoliants. They do it all. Don't let your chestnuts roast in the wrong boxers. Get yourself a pair of Manscaped boxers, specifically made to keep your area cool, crotch area. That's right. Dad has nasty nose hairs. Trim them mitches. You get them. Save his life with a weed whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. I use that thing. You know, you could spelunk in my snout, baby, so I use that thing. Save 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/THEO. That's right, 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Theo. Manscaped, for a perfect gift that will be the holiday's biggest hit. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. If there's something in your life that's making you uncomfortable, making you unable to manage, making you unable to have peace.
How the
Well,
hell is there
better
nobody
help.
commenting with
Straight
5
up
people
24
here, dude?
days straight, I woke up every day.
Yeah, why?
Did 10 hours of community service, and then went home. Did
And
potty and shit.
was everybody there doing community service? Is it kind of a halfway house for people doing community service?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It was literally just a bunch of goons, and I was the one kid that had to do community service. So they were all going on hikes and going on trips and doing all their cool shit, and I was like, every day I had to do it. But here's the thing, was that part of my plea deal was if you break any law within the next 18 months until you're off probation, you will go to jail for the rest of the 18 months. So like if I got a speeding ticket. So that's why I was not on I wasn't drinking, I wasn't on any of that shit. I just
Played it safe.
played it safe, just 10 hours a day. I mean, I did DMT, but besides that, 10 hours a day, community service.
And what was the community service you were doing?
I was working at a thrift shop.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool.
Thrift shop. It wasn't bad. There was really nice ladies.
Which is every shop in Bozeman, I feel like.
Yeah. I did that, and then I also did. This was interesting. So he's on like the board of one of the chairs of like the whole city. I don't know. It was the Billy. He was
Oh, a
awesome.
councilman?
Something like that. But he also owned the local sex shop, and it was like this interesting little combo where I was like kind of helping out at the sex. I was helping out at the sex shop, but I was also doing like this whole social media promo for this like suicide prevention walk, and I was just taking every single hour I could get because I did not want to go to jail at all. That was like right when I started popping off with music, and I was like, dog, I cannot.
Man. So do you think it was the fact that you were popping off with music that was keeping you staying out of trouble too? Because you had finally something pretty big on the other side of the scale?
No, I think either way I would have, man, like the thought of going to jail for 18 months was
You didn't want it?
I would never, yeah.
Now looking back, with being a rapper, being an entertainer, do you wish you had that jail time?
Not at all. I don't think anyone would. Yeah. Just for credibility.
Yeah, just for just clout, just have a little bit of fucking cell clout, you know.
No. I got the charges, man, and I beat him. I think that's cell clout right there.
That's a win.
That's a win.
So I noticed also at your show. So, do you think of yourself? What do you kind of? What is your genre? Like your kind of space in music? I find it to be really kind of interesting, right? Because it's also about kind of an energy and ambiance. You know, there's this romantic kind of side to it all. And it's not like traditional music. It's not like really instruments, really. So, like, where do you kind of like? Does that feel challenging to kind of keep? It's almost like what kind of genre would you put it in? I mean, you could say rap, of course, but like, it almost has more of like I almost feel like I'm at not a carnival, but something.
I mean, the show is definitely like cinematic. We try to do a lot of like theatrics with the show and make it crazy. My music style itself, I've tried a lot of different beats, but I think the majority of them are like sampled trap beats. Someone once described it as New Memphis. I thought that was badass. Basically, like through the 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, I love the movie.
So, yeah, man. I mean, my music is just samples that I love and banging 808s, and then I spit just what comes to mind, which is, it's fun.
Yeah, here's what I'm realizing finally. It's more about you. It's like I go because I want to be a part of your world. That's what I kind of realize, I think. It's not like, yes, the music is great and you get attracted to the beats and everything, but I kind of want to see what is Gravy putting together for me. Like it really is like you're mixing something up. I really feel like you're literally in the kitchen. That's kind of how I feel when I'm
like that
with your whole world. So what do you see like that moving forward for music? Like, do you see because you're kind of like I know you did you did like a collab or like a sample with Lil Wayne. I remember. and you like at the show you have Draco out there, you have fucking Jesse McCartney, which was so ridiculous, dude. Everybody's like, you're just going to all these different little levels. You're just having such a good time. What do you kind of see? Like, is that kind of tough to keep up? Do you feel like that you're finding your groove even better with being kind of surprising people like that? Like, does any of this make any sense? Kind
I
of.
love it. I love it. I mean, I think one of my like best qualities, but also like sort of, stressful qualities of mine is like I love making friends and like keeping in touch with people. So like everybody I meet, like if I fuck with them, I'm gonna keep in touch. We're gonna keep working on stuff. Like Jesse McCartney, I met like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, bro, like pop out. So I'm a soldier boy. So I think just like keeping in touch is sort of the Midwest in me, and like wanting to like give these people a shine if they haven't had one in a little while or whatever it is. But I want to keep on, working with artists that are kind of outside of my lane. Because I collab with Baby No Money a lot. I collab with a couple other rappers in my space. But like usually if I get a feature, it's just an artist that I really like that I want to have on my album. My fans are like these cult fans that like don't really care who the feature is. They just want to listen to my music. So like, I mean, in the past I've had Young Dolph, R.I.P. I've had Juicy J. I've had a lot of artists that I love that will kill it on the track, and people will become hip to them. Just because I love those artists. So I've been thinking about like in the future.
What? What's that? The beach. Homesteading couple like us.
This project has taught us so much about what we value and what we enjoy doing. What I love about
No, we're homesteading couple.
feeling a good connection to the animals and to nature.
Living off the land, Steph and Chris. And how did Chris pull Steph? They don't think, homestead means you can live off the land. Like, homesteading, that's what homesteading is. Homesteading. Huh? does look way healthier now. That's crazy. This is the shit I've become obsessed with watching homesteads. This looks so cool. I can make candy. She seems so nice. Yeah, they kept crying every time we came in the living room and started going, "Wow." She was like, it seemed like it. When your mom came out, she was all fussy. And you and your dad were just watching, hanging out, and then you guys came out, she was like, yeah. Oh, they have chickens.
I'd say probably been the hardest part of our challenge so far. We have 6 hens right now that are laying. They lay really well for the winter, so it's been a really huge part of our diet. Our diet was very protein heavy over the winter when we were through lacking vegetables, so this year we have a lot more things, growing chickpeas, growing black beans. So we did do a little bit of study on nutrition after that, but to be perfectly honest, we got to jump in and rushed in, so a lot of it was on the fly. I think in Facebook groups, someone commented, what are you going to do for iodine? I don't know what I'm going to do for iodine 2 nights ago. Because it comes to the table, some told me it was that, and some didn't have that, so do some research, yeah, it's a bunch of seaweeds, right? Like the real cow, that's not going to be in our diet, that's not really iodine. One of our staples has been wheatgrass, which you wanted for blend it with a little bit of water and kind of keep a wheatgrass shot. But then also we use the grains that come up, grind that into flour.
How did this guy get this girl?
A little bit of flour. We made apple cider vinegar or apple scrap vinegar. That's our recipe. It's super tasty. Some new snacks that we've come up with lately has been we had bladder wrap dehydrated. Kind of just like a chip, sort of. It's crispy and salt on it. It's delicious. So these are our grass traps, prawn traps that would normally be in the water, but we just pulled out to do a little bit of putting them in separate pairs.
Cool.
So grass traps normally stay out pretty much year round.
The crawfish and
Sometimes
stuff.
we're like away for a period of time, or sometimes just want a break. But normally out there, so that was there to check them every day or two.
Must be Canada.
So one of our new kind of sections here is hostas, which is another plant that we just found out this year.
What is this?
Which is great for us.
I always want to know where they are, dude, and I can never figure it out. I'm bothered. Oh, they're out there. What is this? First step, have an awesome private beach property with its own personal forest.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, where the fuck is that? They have a, it's amazing. Yeah, beach property.
Vancouver, yeah, Canada. Wait, no, that's not it. I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, where is this? They have a half-acre
Oh,
homestead.
yeah, Facebook.
You're terminated? I'm trying to put Instagram. Do you have an Instagram page? British Columbia, Canada.
They just ate pizza. Oh, they made their own fucking pizza.
This is not them. Is this them? It's not on buy their page. This is like them. What happened to the YouTubers? I don't know why they didn't come up. What the freak happened? Dude, did they actually get terminated? Or they quit YouTube? Huh.
That's him.
Not a single comment. I am shadow banned or something. Well, I haven't told our she looked at
She's like, I'm joking. Stuck in this little
she said, Mom, I'm jammed up now. I'm all pouched out.
She's been there for like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Good
What a
job.
stretch. Oh my god. Sweetie.
seen you not pregnant. Like, what you look like?
Isn't it weird that I just popped her out and then back to normal again?
He has been,
I think it's actually deceased.
she's like, she's already sassy, dude. She's already always like fucking shut up.
She already gives me sass every
She's
day.
already, yeah, and then every time we came and we were watching Forrest Gump, she would start whining and she didn't want me around, she was annoyed. She's like, no, get away.
She's like something drunk person too.
She's like a sassy, drunken, like, I don't even know how to explain her person. She has so much personality for a month old.
I know, I keep forgetting that she's only, for some reason I actually think she's 3 months. Like when people ask me, like, 3 months old now, she's 1 year old. But she seems so angry.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much personality.
She's trying to push her.
Oh, I felt that. What the fuck?
You see her face? She's like, ugh. How does that come out? I love when she was, ugh.
Dude, she's drunk. Like, who? No, dude, I've never seen anything like this in my life. She wakes up first thing like, oh.
Look at her, she's looking at me. She's pouting.
Yeah, big lips, dude.
I know. Roll her eyes. She had nose.
Alright, change your mom.
She's sleeping on you. She's still pooping. What do you mean? You can tell.
You're gonna limit your
Let her
stretch.
finish.
Oh, see? She likes doing that. Stretches out.
Oh my god, she swings.
I know. Gotta go change her. Oh my god.
Can't let her. He's funny.
She doesn't seem real.
No, I'm sure. Oh, it's sad.
Dude, she doesn't seem real.
That part, like, weird.
She's like, how does you go from, how do you do all that in one, like, sentence?
Hey, don't do that to her.
She's a fucking fart machine, bro. Doesn't make sense. I honestly don't understand how she fucking does that. She's healthy, dude. She eats the poop like it's crazy.
She's gassy, I think. Push it out.
I can't believe nobody's commenting. I don't understand.
There's people in there?
Yeah, there's been like 5
Just watch.
on average, but nobody says anything. It's kind of weird.
Future who I want to collaborate.
Is anybody even in the
It's also
chat?
podcast, it's almost like you bring people on for an episode that you like spending time with.
I feel
And
that.
then, as you're saying that, it makes me feel like that, you know, a little bit. And you are like that, man. I'll say that. Anytime you come in town that you're shooting something, you've always invited me out to be a part of the shoot, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's so nice of you, bro.
Of course, dog.
Yeah, you always kind of fill me in what's going on, you know. You do a good job of that. It's hard. It's a lot of pressure, too, probably. Because you get a lot of texts.
Yeah, I do get a lot. Yeah. That's the issue with the keeping in touch. Everybody's my text are blown up, and I don't want to curb anybody, so I keep in touch. But I'm curious, man. Like, should I got something coming with Michael Bublé.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was just thinking, who would be really
Yeah, I
interesting?
wanted to hear your thoughts after you saw the show. Like, who think I should work with?
Man, it's so funny because there's a lot of different kind of. I'm trying to think of like a unique country artist that would be kind of cool, you know.
Well, I'm pretty close with Morgan Wallen and Hardy.
Oh, Morgan loves you. That's right. You were supposed to do. Weren't you gonna be at their? They had a party a couple weeks ago.
There was an LA show they were doing that I was gonna like pop out at. Yeah, but I couldn't make it because I was on tour.
Oh, because I talked to his management. They were asking if I want to come be a part of. I think it was like a big loud party. Oh, it was Morgan's like some man of the year or one party.
Yep. There was that
Yeah,
too.
and they were like, Gravy's gonna come. Morgan loves Gravy, and I was like, oh, that's so crazy. What a small world.
It's funny. Me, Morgan, and Hardy were just like, when one of us is drunk, we'll just like FaceTime each other and like just talk.
Hardy's so good.
It's some cute shit, man. It's cute.
Bro, yeah, he's got a. They just put up a new tour. It's him, Hardy, and Parker McCollum, which is that's unbelievable. That's so crazy. Hardy's like such like a kid rock. It's so interesting. I'm trying to see because I could almost see you going like, I could see you doing something with like a George Strait almost like.
I love bringing in artists that are like unexpected. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm,
this
like,
is his
I mean, I could
girlfriend.
See you
I've
doing anything
seen
with, like
her.
somebody kind of young. I'm trying to think of something that would be really like.
I thought about.
No, this is Young
actually
Gravy's
just got connected
girlfriend.
with 50 Cent because of Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann and I have become close. So 50 Cent's a future one. You know, I like the idea of bringing back like rappers that like I loved growing up to put them on a song now.
Yeah.
T-Pain, I just got on a track recently.
That's
Ari
yeah, that's so great, man.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be cool. I mean, obviously doing something like with Morgan, Hardy, those guys with Big Loud, with that group.
She does
would be really
OnlyFans?
sweet.
Still have it for sure.
What about I do like a cool ballad with a bad? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Like a singing, some cute activity, man.
Yeah, dude. What
I'm
would that
who?
be?
I'm trying to think of who.
What about there's a younger named Jesse Murphy? You know who that is?
I had someone in the works with Doja Cat, but like we didn't really work out in the end.
Dude, I could see something almost bizarre with like a Sinead O'Connor. She's like that song Nothing Compares. Do you remember that song?
Country?
No, she was like.
Oh, I need like a Whitney Houston type. R.I.P.
She was like a Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah, that's who she was, man.
Word, all right.
Bring up a picture of her if you can, brother. Help me out here. That's her right there.
Sinead O'Connor, man.
Yeah, and she smokes too. I think she might have smoked her throat out.
Who's the girl with the Love is a Battlefield?
Oh, is that Fleetwood Macs?
No. Love is a Battlefield.
Oh, that's Lena Ronstadt's?
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar. Let me see her real quick. She's bad.
Yeah, bring up that Patty B.
She's alive. I'm gonna hit her up right now. She gotta be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a player right there. There's a battlefield. I want to sample that at least.
Or Shania, maybe something dope with Shania would be dope.
It'd be crazy.
He's fire.
Yeah.
God, dude.
All right. I think we found the lane. I need to get with some of these epic female artists of the past decades and make something crazy happen.
What's really neat about you is that you have this you're like this energy. So it's almost like you can attach the energy almost to anywhere. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Means a
cool,
lot.
man. It's
Appreciate
exciting. When I came the other night, I was like, wow. I was standing there with Trevor because I went with Trevor Wallace, and we're standing there in the back, and we're both just like, man, this is so cool. Just cool that he goes, this is really cool to see one of my friends have success, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, this is just so much, I was just having so much fun. And that was nice. It's like to go to a place and you fucking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of feeling, you know, you're excited when you get there, but then you're like, damn, this is awesome.
You got to see the whole show?
See
You just the whole thing?
No, I saw probably, I would say 75%.
You leave by the end?
Yeah.
The end's the littest.
It is?
It is.
Oh, dude, it was getting lit as we're walking out. We could hear how lit it was getting. I did.
Fair enough.
But I had to work the next morning,
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
And then I also saw everybody, so people's throwing those damn tit mittens the whole time. People are humming those fucking,
Yeah, the boulder holders.
oh, baby, people
Yeah.
are throwing those people had some damn fucking,
Big old tiggies, man. I'm telling you.
oh, there was,
Breasts.
oh, the bras and they kept getting caught on the security guards that were in front of the stage. That was the best part.
It's funny because So that started on one of the first shows. I mean, I'll always have shows where people throw bras, but those be a few.
Here it is right here. Some people throwing
yeah.
some of them. People titting out.
Yes, dude. People.
God. And are they warm when they hit up there, or some? Are they just?
Usually, I mean, like sometimes I'll catch them, which is badass if like someone throws it and I catch it in there and it looks cool. But yeah, man, they people. Yeah, I mean, ever since I posted this video about it, and then ever since then, now every show I'm getting like a ton. Like I basically promised. I did promise. And
Yeah, you guys are doing a charity. It's a.
So I'm donating all the bras, but I'm gonna take the value of all of them, which kind of was decided amongst the people on the comments that it's about $50 a pop for one of
You're a
those
little
bras.
potato, aren't you?
So like based on the amount of the number we get, I'm guessing it'll be like
cute.
probably a little bit
She
over 1,000.
really knows,
Because
like-
we're at like 800 right now. No, I'll probably be a little more than that. Anyways, I'm gonna donate $50 a pop, so it's gonna be like quick 60 bands to the breast cancer, man. Gotta do it.
It's magical, yeah.
Tops
Gotta
a
do it.
lot.
Oh, we have to keep breasts out there. Imagine if suddenly they said, nah, no more
More
breasts.
breasts, yeah, man. That'd be problematic as hell.
You remember some of the greatest breasts you've ever seen? Is there a pair? Breasts are only. It's hard to keep a long. Breasts don't hold a long time in your head. I feel like it has to be recent breasts.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Wow, Lisa Ann has pretty cool tits.
Yeah. Now you guys got together, and she's a famous pornographic actress, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw her. I don't know. I mean, I used to watch a lot of it.
Oh, did you see what she looks like?
Let me bring her up, please, Zachary.
You will recognize her, bro. Guaranteed it. Guaranteed it.
Oh,
Get a good one. She did the Sarah Palin one. That's where she blew up.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to the AVN Awards with, man. She's a porn legend. She's kind of retired for a few years, but she has some cool tits.
And is she and you guys went on a date? You guys have gone on some dates, right?
I wrote a song where I had a lyric about her.
Hi.
And
Yeah.
yep, and she loved it. And then I ended up getting her into this.
She's
I
cute.
had to shoot a commercial for G Fuel. Like, oh, we need a MILF. I was like, well, if you're in New York, let me hook up with Lisa. She was super about it. We met, and we had
God, I love her. Take her. I
bonded
can't
pretty
handle all
well
the
on
cuteness.
set.
God.
And
I don't understand.
yeah, that's just we had
Stop.
like cheeks.
Damn, boy, that's
Stop, you're
Yeah,
pissing
too,
it
man. It was
off.
a dream of mine because I think
It's not
one of my
nice.
first 3 ever jerk offs in my life was to her.
Oh wow.
I want to say, yeah. First ever three nuts, and I know I have,
And do you remember the first time you ever ejaculated? Was it surprising to you?
Yeah, it was mind blowing. I lost my shit. I had like a family computer room where like it was like this room off to the side, right next to my parents' room. So I had to like, I think the first porn I ever watched, it was like the girl from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she was just like stripping in the rain. I don't even know if there was even breasts involved.
So it wasn't actual pornography. It was just like video of someone
But it was like getting close to it, you know. I think I googled like cool boobs. I think that was my first, or hot boobs. That was my first ever porn search, and then I found it. I was like, because I heard people at lunch talking about jerking off, and I was like,
and now did you hear what it was?
I had no idea. This is like sixth grade.
The good thing about when you hear that jerking off, you can kind of figure out, even if you're like, you know, even if you can't even read or anything, you can kind of figure out what you have to do to kind of achieve it. It's like, you know, you can
What's up, D13? Nice to have you here, bro.
So I tested that shit out, man. I think everyone's first nut might be their best nut.
Oh, it's just insane. Well, I just feel like I remember the ejaculate or the ejac or whatever they call it, you know. Yeah, it's so at that point it's so clear.
Yeah.
I remember being like it had just. I mean, like it had just come out of like
it was just pure, man.
It was like plasma.
It's like a pure child nut. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, man, that was
Let's don't say it again. I know what you're saying because I was a child and you were a child, so we can say it. But I think, I don't want to. It's weird. I don't want to think about it, but I do.
But yeah, we're talking about ourselves. As
it was our own pure child's nut. So yeah, dude, if I'm thinking about my own self ejaculating as a kid, that's not like pedophile stuff, is it? No.
No, it's your own nut, man.
Yeah.
I'll never forget my first like 5 nuts. How old were you when you first?
We started the second day here in Armenia. What does that mean?
I think I remember I was like 13, and I didn't really know. I remember like finding some videos. Right, my brother had some pornography up there hidden in his closet, and some Alizé whiskey. Pull up some Alizé, ALIZE.
Alizé, bro. I'll still sip some Alizé every once in a while.
Dude, yeah. If I want my fucking...
So you got into the... Is it whiskey? It's not like a weird little, like...
It's a mix.
It's like a little bed.
Oh, there it is. Right there. Right there. Get that orange one, baby. Or the... that one.
That's what I remember, yeah.
Oh, God, dude. Oh.
That shit's popping. Especially, like...
Oh, I can belch and just taste my childhood even just looking at it. And so he had a jug of that up there, and I found some videos on his shelf, and so I hit 2 swigs of that. And I fell off the shelf, man. I got drunk. It was like I climbed up some shelves in his closet and fell off that bitch. And
then jerked off.
And then I kind of came to. I think I even blacked out. And
damn, that's a crazy first nut.
There was a lot going on. And then I got these videos and I put it in the video player. And I just remember like laying in my brother's bed because his bed was by the TV. And he was out of town. And like
your brother's bed was your first nut.
I didn't think about that yet. Crazy.
Damn, bro. Alright. You know, things happen.
God, bro, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
So it's
probably
like...
cleaned up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think it just evaporated back into my skin. It was like, you know, that shit was pure. That was damn plasma. That should have reformed a thumb, you know what I'm saying? You could really... Bro, if you were missing something, you could feel a divot on your body. That shit.
God, man.
But I do remember, like, having my legs out, and I remember just kind of rubbing I was so, like, erect, like, just volatile from watching the pornography that I remember even just rubbing my legs together like this.
You're annoying.
And that alone was just too much.
You going?
Oh, it was just too much charisma going on. Just
too much heat. Yeah.
Oh, even just my own legs. Because I'd never, like, if you'd have took 30 seconds before, if I'd have rubbed my legs, that'd have been nothing.
Sorry.
But now that I'm all keened in on this pornography and titty on the video, it just had taken a new level, and I just...
Dude, I had no prior knowledge of what was about to go down. So I'm in that bitch, like, just, you know, getting to it however I could. I think I might have had, like, a silky napkin or something.
Oh, God. Yeah, of course you would. What are you You're gonna... I mean, I'm surprised you didn't have a cape on.
On brand? No, bro. I was, like, I was not balling when I was fucking 14, man. I don't know, some napkin, and I just remember, like, it was like, damn, this is cool, man. I'm really getting into this. And then I busted, and I was like, you know, it's like it's like blasting off on DMT. I was like,
it really is.
Damn. It's like, that's what happens. And then my dick looked fucked up for 2 days.
Oh, wow, really? Because it just had been
just all swollen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like popping a pimple for the first time.
Yeah.
God, I remember I saw a man cream out on a video. And I was like, there's no way it must be a special effect or something.
Yeah.
And so I remember, doing myself like that, just genie in my little lamp, dude, and goddamn, brother. I mean, just Somebody wished for damn semen.
I would pay money to have my first jerk off again, man. Swear to God. Goodness gracious.
And pay money for what? And like
Just to
have it.
Just to have never nutted in my life.
Oh,
To scratch all the nuts I ever took and just have my first again right now.
dude, I think you have to. That's like born again Christianity or not. I don't know if they do it there, but
Yeah,
some
get
places.
baptized and have a good another first jerk off.
But you can't really do all the reverse. God,
Yeah, I think it's over, man.
the track has been worn in these
I
days.
have damaged the goods, man.
God, but there is something about it, man. If you go all the way back, it almost feels like you'd never die if you had never jerked off.
Wow. It's deep. I think I agree with that. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that statement, man. Shit.
It's like you'd have this power inside of you. God.
It's not your shoes, bro. You're rocking all green with the... I tried to match my shit up.
Yeah, you did a better job. I had to do that BFFs pod this morning.
And that was
So
good.
yeah, they brought you. What did we? I told them. They said who's coming on. I said Gravy's coming on. And what were they? They were talking about something about a woman that you would date, but I didn't know.
Dawn Mel, what's up, Pineapple?
Someone's mom.
Yeah, someone's mom.
They always did, yep.
So,
Of course they did.
yeah, they brought that up, but it was pretty interesting. I think it was just early. I had to be over there at like 9 a.m. and I was like, I don't even want to be up at this moment. I had stayed up kind of late, so
You did it.
yeah. But hey, did what I was supposed to do, and that was a good time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like I didn't help you out on that collab very much.
I'll take a piss.
Yeah,
You do that?
yeah, go piss. Oh, definitely. We do it all the time. You know, the most wonderful time of year is also the most hectic time of year. Everyone puts off shopping until the last minute. And if you have an online store that you run or you're in charge of, you know the feeling of getting hit with a ton of orders at once. Well, ShipStation turns holiday ship storms into smooth sailing. So you can keep your customers happy and still find time to enjoy some eggnog. ShipStation works with all your favorite places to sell online, including Shopify, Etsy, Amazon, eBay, and more. And then they start using the bead to chew them up. Folks, like I'll kind of notice something funny that I say with my friends, and I'm like, okay, this is a bead on something, you know? It's almost like a welder when they light that bead up, and then they start using the bead to do all the welding.
Yeah.
What does it feel like for you as you've gotten to know yourself better?
Honestly, I listen to a lot of really old music. Most of what I listen to hip hop, you know, when I want to get hyped up, but like most of what I'm casually listening to, like on an airplane or whatever it is usually like some 40s to 70s era. A lot of times I'll just find a sample in there that I really like and the vibe of it. I'll send it to I got a couple of producers that are really good with flipping those. And then in the end, we'll replay it with our own instruments so that there's less legal shit to go through. Also, half the sessions I do, I'll just go in with the producer. We'll kind of chop it up a little bit and think of something. Like the song Soiree I dropped not long ago. I walked in, I was like, hey bro, let's make a Beethoven joint. Let's make a Beethoven song. And he was like, all right, bet. And he just shot it to Willie, legendary producer. Just whipped out his fucking piano, recorded it, and played like this Beethoven-esque ass track, and I spat on it. It depends, but usually it's either in person with a producer starting from scratch, and I'm like a big part of the production process, or I'm sending a sample and we're kind of going step by step.
And is Soiree the one that's like about 30 seconds in, it kind of changes to a total, is that the one that flips to like a total different?
I think you're talking about the intro, probably the intro. Isn't It Marvelous is the intro to my album, which is like this smooth 80s little funky John, and then it changes into like this hard trap beat, and it keeps going back and forth. Soiree's the second song where it's like this organ playing that Willie played, and man, that one came out hot.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting about you when I'm listening. It's like it's like I'm in different time periods, kind of, you know? It's almost like I'm just, I feel like I'm just kind of traveling through joyful different moments in time and in music. It's kind of cool.
I like to really mix it up and have each beat be different. I don't like having multiple songs on a project that are the same. Where a lot of artists, it's like they have a style, and all the beats are going to sound in a certain range where all the beats are going to be similar, like a Playboy Cardi or like a little Uzi. Like their beats are all like in the same sort of style. But I like to like really mix it up and like. I think a lot of artists it's better for them to make a specific style that they rock with. But for me, it's like my voice, my lyrics, my sort of just style and regalia, all that.
Yeah, Simon Rex, shout out.
Yeah, shots from Simon Rex. All that kind of speaks for itself, and then beats. I just want to try new things every time.
What about BG, dude? He might be somebody that'd be interesting. He's kind of been gone.
BG Knockout?
No, like the BG. Do you remember him? He was part of like.
I mean, the BGs themselves are who I kind of based my style off of.
Oh dang! So they had a rap out in New Orleans called BG.
And I know BG Knockout was from Compton, but I don't know about BG.
Yeah, they had. Can you bring him up, Zach?
New Orleans, y'all did have some
Bling
fire.
bling. He had that moment every time you come around my city. Bling bling.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky ring word about 50 bling.
I'm about it, man. Yeah, I honestly have no
He
idea.
was with Lil Wayne in the beginning. They were
Bro, that early shit is so
him,
badass.
Juvenile. Juvenile used to live in a neighborhood over from me when I was growing up, and so
Really?
we heard this crazy story one night that he chased some women down the street with an ice pick, and then we all went out and bought his album.
Alright, man. That's prime marketing right there.
Oh, dude, we were
That's
like,
sick.
we were buying ice picks and shit. People giving each
Yeah.
other ice picks like as stocking stuffers.
Bro, New Orleans, y'all got, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, you got that old troop, Birdman.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled from New Orleans?
People don't know that shit.
I thought he was from Miami. Wow.
People pull up DJ Khaled.
You got
He-
Suicide Boys? Have you ever met Suicide Boys?
Yeah, and I've asked Scrim to come on the pod. That would be a good. What if you guys did something? That could be interesting.
They brought me on tour. I've been
Oh,
on
they
tour. I've been on
did.
tour with them, and I'm pretty close with them. Like, we're
Yes,
tight. They're
Scrim and
they're very strict about their. There you go, New Orleans.
Yeah, they don't like to. Yeah, I mean, the Scrim doesn't party, and so
They don't party, and they really don't want to collab with people. But like we've done enough shows together and stuff where I feel like it could happen pretty soon.
Yeah, they're specific about their world.
Yeah.
they're really specific about their world. Scrim's like that. He's he does exactly what he's doing.
They're kind of like genius, man. I really respect them and like I'm inspired by the Suicide Boys. They're so sick.
Yeah, I love them. I saw Scrim and I keep in touch a decent amount, and who did I see on there? Shakewell was with them. Cheddar. They had
I was on that tour. Was you talking about a tour?
Yeah,
I was on the one. It was Cheddar, Shakewell, me, Ramirez, Germ, Turnstile. This was like last year. They just did another one with Ski Mats, but this time I was like the Ski Mat. I was like the direct support, and it was sick. Wow. So only on a few shows, and they wanted to have Chief Keef too, but he didn't show up.
Oh damn.
And that's sad. Chief Keef is a great dude.
Was there? Is he?
Don't get me wrong. I've kicked it with him a lot. Always, dude. Like he doesn't talk a lot, but anytime he says anything, it's really cool.
Wow.
And he's just a very giving person. And anytime I've asked him to get on a song, he just slays it. He's fire. Love Chief Keef.
Sway Lee is sick. That would be fire.
I haven't met him, but I have a lot of mutual friends. That's a good idea.
Nicest dude, man. I got to meet him at the Super Bowl, and his uncle is a comedian. This guy Sully McCullough. So
Dope, man.
I'd always I knew that they were out of Mississippi, so I'd always be talking to him about it and stuff like that, and I knew that that he was related. And then I was at the Super Bowl, and he was there, and I was just so amped, and he was literally probably the nicest dude in the room. Just
Sway Lee.
just so cool. I mean, everything about him is it seems really cool, But
He is cool.
But he was real friendly.
Dope.
Yeah,
I
that was
love
pretty fire.
meeting people that are like really, really up and are still friendly.
Yeah.
It's hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's about your energy. It's like people want to work with you because they want to be around you too. I think that's probably a big aspect for people.
I actually ended up the last 2 years getting booked as I was the most booked college artist the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've been playing colleges?
I was the most booked artist at colleges the last 2 years, and it's purely because we're professional, we pull up, we're really nice to everybody. And so I did I think 40 shows at colleges last year and about 35 this year. And
Are you going through NACA and stuff like that? Did you go to through the conference? Is it specifically for the college or is it college town?
it's college. It's their actual spring festival or their fall festival.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
doing-
tough market to do on a lot of times.
And it just worked out, man. There's a lot of my fans are these college girls, and then I meet the promoters who a lot of them will book for tons of different colleges, and if we get along well. It's like that's really important in music, and I think every industry is like, if you're just a good person and like not a dick and like do what they ask. Like, it's me and Waka Flocka are like the two like top. It's because Waka Flocka is a great down to earth guy. Waka Flocka and I did a few shows together, and he brought me aside and we meditated together. He's vegan.
Oh, damn.
Dude, he is like not what you'd expect, and it's awesome. Great down to earth fella, about my height, way stronger.
When you see people that are your height, do you think that is there a better chance you're going to be friends?
It's a really good question. I feel like there is like a little bit of a bonding with tall people, you know? Some of them will you know, instantly come in with like the opposite feeling, like, oh, he's the other tall guy, you know?
Like height beef kind of shit?
Yeah. I can't remember. I met G-Eazy and I think it might have been that way. I don't know. Anyways, most tall people, yeah, we have a little bit of a bond, you know? We dap up and be like, hey man, pleasure, you know?
Stay long.
Stay long, bro.
Yeah.
You long drink of water?
Yeah, G-Eazy always has a lot of chicks. That's what I always hear.
G-Eazy.
Yeah. He went to school in Loyola in New Orleans, actually, which is kind of interesting.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the BG would be pretty sick, man. He's like a rapper that was really fire, and then he's had a tough time. Mystical, I really love.
Mystical, say that's the like the.
Yeah.
He talks crazy.
On me against the down. Yeah.
He's fire. He's fire.
But he keep going to jail. He keeps doing pedophilia, pedophilia.
Okay, well, I probably won't collab with him then.
Yeah, they keep popping him. Yeah, they keep popping him, dude.
On to the next. Man, Morgan Wallen and Hardy, we got that locked in.
And have Ernest write it, man. Ernest is a great writer that works with them.
Ernest.
So have him help write.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Ernest. He's Flower Shops. You ever heard it?
That's a song.
It's a beautiful day.
What is it, Morgan Wallen? I actually have heard it. I have a roommate who would wake up every morning. He sleeps on our couch. Yeah. He's like our couch dweller. Wakes up every morning, blasts Morgan Wallen. Yeah, that's how I wake up most days.
That could be me easily.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Bryan, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have heard of Zach Bryan.
Dude, I went to his show. It was so cool. I rolled up. Cheeto Vera is there from the UFC, right? So I love UFC. And so it was the craziest. Like, he's Ecuadorian. I think he's Ecuadorian, isn't he?
I know Zach Bryan, just the name. Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
I don't have a name. You know who was going to come to my show the other night? Was Sugar Sean.
Oh, he was?
Sugar Sean O'Malley. You met him?
I could see him being in a video of yours easily.
He was so hyped, man. I wish he could have met it. It was in Phoenix. It was the night before LA. And man, we just like, I don't know how we even met, but
you guys remind me of each other, actually. The way that you kind of keep in touch. Yeah, he'll just kind of send a picture sometimes, just something crazy, you know, what's up? His energy gets read wrong, I think, sometimes by people because he just has such this, he's kind of gotten into podcasting. He's so much also like an artist outside of his fighting, right? So I think a lot of fighters initially it seemed like we're like, what the fuck is this dude doing? He's not a real fighter, you know, because he's able to manage two different real businesses in a lot of ways.
He's sick, man.
But man, he's so good. His energy's always fun, man. His whole life, and he like this is the way he's able to just kind of record his life, and he doesn't stress about it too much, kind of. I often I admire him. I admire his ability to not get too overwhelmed or anything. I would get too spun up, you know.
How do you feel about Jake Paul?
We talked about this on that BFS podcast. I mean, I met Jake just through his brother, and I was talking more with Logan, and anytime I've ever been in the same space as those guys. But I think he's serious about boxing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
dude, I used to think the dude was so lame, and way back, like I met him and he was pretty actually cool dude, and now I think he's undefeated against all these like professional fighters, yeah, his marketing is douchey and he's got his own thing going, but like it's pretty badass, man. Like I got to show love to him. Logan's a really good dude too. I like Logan a lot.
Oh, Logan seems really. Logan is cool.
I've interacted with him a lot more. Jake, it's like, you know what? I don't know if I'd be your friend, but I think you are a badass, my friend.
Jake seems tougher to get to know, kind of. He seems like his own. He seems like he kind of stays in his own world a bit. Logan's obviously just super busy dude.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's always fun to, always enjoy being around those guys. They crush it.
I'm just impressed. I think that both of them were considered like lame. Like I just did not fuck with them at all, just based on like what I'd heard. Like I hadn't even like looked into it, and then they did the right moves to become kind of sick again. You
Yeah.
know, they fought. They literally tried fighting, which is like impressive. They trained from nothing
Yeah.
and killed it, and you know, like they're doing a lot of dope shit. So I got respect for those guys, man.
Well, you have to admire their commitment, the ability to kind of evolve, right? To make that choice to go from, you know, what people would call a YouTube star
Yeah.
or a YouTube fame, which has got to be so, like, I can't even imagine coming up on that being
With
young.
horrible diss tracks, all that. It's just trash. But then you come in and you find, I think they just found what they're meant to be, man. That fighting
Yeah.
space.
And then he went to that Japanese mistletoe thing or whatever, and they fucking rocked him about that for some reason. Like, what do you do?
Wait,
He's
what,
a
man?
tourist, you know?
I remember him filming a dead person hanging from a tree.
That's what you're probably thinking of. He went to the Japanese suicide forest. and got-
Yeah, it wasn't mistletoe. It was a dead man.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the damn Grim Reaper's mistletoe, son.
I guess so, man. Hey, I still fuck with y'all, fellas.
Yeah, and it's I mean, a lot. Yeah, nobody wants to be a part of suicide or anything. I can't. But also in Japan, they don't have a lot of room to do stuff. I think so. I think they have to do things like in certain areas. There's not a lot of room there.
There's interesting, like, cultural. I talked to some psychiatrists about this. Like, there's interesting, like, different countries have cultural, like, views on suicide and stuff. And it's like, I think Japan has the highest rate of suicide because it's like just kind of like part of their culture and like embedded in their embedded. Is that a term?
Inbred.
Embedded.
I've seen it, dude. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
you know the inbreds. I know the embed. Yeah, embedded in their brain.
I've seen it. They got some square tits on.
Yeah, man.
Pull up the Japanese suicide. I would like to know a little bit more about it, just so we can.
Yeah.
So I have some clarity.
Suicide Forest. I've heard a lot about it. Anyways, Japan and like Russia, and there's one other country where they have like just culturally, like they have like the suicide like statistics are crazy different than anywhere else.
Wow.
I think Russia in particular, it's like a crazy amount.
Okigata.
Yeah, it's this one here. It's just a heavily wooded
Choose a
forest.
forest.